Now, has anybody ever done coding? Have you ever sat and done coding? So one, not many. Coding is interesting if you like sitting in a room on your own, not talking to other people. Some people like it, and there is a need for people to do coding, but it wasn't something that really set me alight. So when the company that I worked for sent me out to go and install the software that I'd been writing, and I actually got to speak to real life human beings, that to me was the fun bit. To be able to go out, go and visit people, to go and install stuff on a computer system, to train on it, to help people to use it. That was the interesting bit, because then you get to see, well, how do people use technology? What do they do? Why do they press the keys that they press? What is it that is of use to them in their business? So that then set my path going forward. Now, the reason I have this car up on here is because one of the things I do love is fast cars. That you probably won't have seen on the road, but that's a TVR. That's 305 brake horsepower. It is extremely fast and it sounds fantastic. It's got a V8 engine and it just is so quick off the mark. But it's frightening because you sit really low and all you can see is the bonnet when you drive it. You can't see anything else. So if you want to know where the edge of the car is, you have to put the lights on because they're pop-up lights. But that's fun for me. But then, you know, being a female, who associates women with driving fast cars? Who would think I'd have a car like that? Now, that car I had years ago, and after that I had Imprezas. Have you ever heard of a Subaru Impreza? Yeah. So all the boys are nodding and some of the girls. So an Impreza is a very fast car. They're used in touring cars and they are fantastic machines. They're four-wheel drive, they're very fast. You can hear a Subaru a mile away. You'll hear it before you see it. And I had three of them. I had a P1, I had a Catalunya, and I had a WRS XTI8. So I like fast cars. And what is interesting is when I go and see men in their workplace, they don't expect me to know a single thing about cars. They don't expect me to have driven cars like that or to know anything about how they operate. So one of the things I love doing is surprising people, because I don't want to be put in a box. I don't want somebody to tell me I can't do that job because I'm a woman. I can't do that role because it's not suitable for me. Why? So I make sure that people are surprised by some of the things I do. But for me, I've been in IT for 32 years. So I've seen a lot of change. I've seen a lot of different environments within IT. I actually started my own business, having been working for other people for 15 years, when I had my son, because I used to work in Reading. So I live in Tamworth in Staffordshire, and I used to work in Reading. So I had 124 miles to get to the office. So I used to work at home on a Monday, go down very early on a Tuesday, stay until a Thursday night, come back on a Friday. But then when you have children, if you decide that's the way you want to go, but when you have children, it's a life-changing thing. It really, really is. And I thought, sleep deprivation and trying to travel that distance, there's just no way I'm doing it. So I thought, right, I'll set up on my own. I've been in the industry for 15 years, so I'll try it out for myself and see what it's like. And it's scary. It's really scary when you first start setting up your own business. But I thought, yeah, other people do it, so why shouldn't I? So I gave it a go, and I've loved it, I have to say. I would never go back to working for anybody else now. And I don't think I'd probably be that employable because I got far too bolshy. When you become your own boss, you set the scene on everything. And I don't think I could actually go back to a situation where somebody's telling me, no, you can't do that, and you've got to do this, and you've got to be here, because I don't think I'd react very well to it. But it is great to have that freedom.